Hello. The heatwave continues across Western Europe for Thursday. Some parts of Spain, France, the Low Countries, even Scandinavia, temperatures are almost 10 degrees above average for the time of year. But things are changing. Low pressure in the Bay of Biscay will start to feed wetter weather into France. Heavy, thundery rain also stretching up across the UK, and that will gradually start to ease off the heat. Some showers across the Alps too on Thursday. Generally quieter as we head further east. Sunshine for Greece and for Turkey. Quite a keen northerly wind though coming down the Aegean on Thursday could bring gales to the Cyclades and make for some pretty choppy waters as well. Sunshine though for the Balkans on Thursday. Northern Italy could see some heavy rain along with parts of Switzerland, but I think our most intense downpours will be where we see this area of low pressure running into that hot air across the northwest of Europe. And it stays pretty unsettled across the southern half of the UK for France, but increasingly then stretching into the Low Countries, that thundery rain for Friday. In terms of our temperatures, as you can see, they do start to come back down closer to average values, but it's more of a gradual sloping off rather than a rapid plunge as we see that wetter weather lingering across the northwest of Europe. Further east, staying pretty settled, more sunshine to come for Athens and Heraklion. Hello. Heat remains the big talking point across North America at the moment. A run of record-breaking temperatures for Arizona in recent days set to continue through the latter part of this week. Heat in the east stretching a good way north all the way into the southeast of Canada and expected to trigger some heavy thundery showers for parts of Ontario and Quebec on Wednesday all the way through to the Maritimes. These showers further south across the Carolinas, parts of Virginia and into the south, also potentially heavy enough to cause some localised flash flooding. Moving to the west coast, you can see an area of low pressure here pushing across out of Alberta. The trailing weather front in association with that as it meets up with a lot of hot air pushing north across the plains is also likely to bring some dangerous thundery showers into parts of Nebraska and South Dakota in the next 24 hours. They'll eventually drift eastwards into Iowa. Again, a risk of flash flooding. Here's a closer look at what's going on to the east. Heavy showers targeting the I-95 corridor, some getting into Virginia, as I said, across the Carolinas, down into Georgia for Louisiana as well, and also across northern Florida. The heat, though, doesn't abate that rapidly. Even as the rain arrives, it will take a while for those temperatures to tail off in the coming days. Hello. The start of the week saw some unseasonable winter warmth for northern Argentina, Uruguay and Paraguay, but since the arrival of this cold front from the south, showing up as a band of cloud here, the temperatures have fallen away. They will start to recover now, though, with some sunshine for the next few days. To the south, we have a front which is going to feed some wet and wintry weather into southern Chile. It's looking showery for the Falkland Islands. And to the north, some fairly frequent showers for Venezuela, for Colombia, a little bit more scattered across Guyana, French Guiana and Suriname. And then a dry story for the northern coast of Brazil. Patchy cloud with a few showers possible for Salvador and Calvados, but it's where we see that weather front sitting on Wednesday to the southeast of Brazil that we're going to get a wet story for Florianopolis. As promised, the temperatures starting to lift with the presence of the sunshine for parts of northern Argentina once again, and around the River Plate region, Buenos Aires up to 18 degrees on Friday. A lot of sunshine still in the outlook here. Further north, pretty plentiful showers across southern Mexico for the next few days, a few drifting further east into Belize as well. Some more concentrated downpours for Costa Rica and Panama on Wednesday. But in terms of the Caribbean itself, actually the shower activity a little below what we'd expect for this time of year. There's plenty of sunshine to come, certainly, in our outlook for Kingston in the next 5 days. Hello. Our weather pattern across the African continent is looking very typical of that for this point in the year. A few weather fronts getting close to South Africa, feeding in a little more cloud at times, picking up the winds around the Capes. Our heaviest showers through the equatorial belt, spilling off the Ethiopian highlands. Perhaps some heavier rain pushing through towards the west coast on Thursday. Some showers just to the south of Dakar. To the north of the continent, a lot of dry weather and sunshine and mainly light winds as well. Our outlook for the coming days sees Cape Town actually with some decent sunny spells, a little bit probably of welcome rain on Saturday and a dip off in the temperatures to 14 degrees. Further north, it's patchy cloud for Casablanca and Algiers, and Kinshasa too. Lusaka, though, seems to hold on to the clear blue skies and sunshine. No shortage of sunshine, as you'd expect across the Middle East. Plenty of heat here too. Possibility of a little bit of a strengthening shamal coming down across the Gulf on Thursday. That could lift up some dust and sand for Iraq, parts of Saudi Arabia. Particularly strong winds, though, off the coast of Oman on Thursday. Some quite choppy seas, some cloud feeding on shore, and maybe the slight risk of some showers here too. A lot of sunshine, though, as you can see, across the region in terms of our outlook for the coming 5 days. Hello. Even by the standard of monsoon rains, this year is proving to be pretty exceptional across northern India, just in terms of the volume of rainfall. And it's looking fairly relentless here for the next few days too. Signs of a low circulation developing to the north of the country. What that means is we continue to pull in a lot of moisture off the Arabian Sea and feed that in to the north of India. The winds slightly further south across the Arabian Sea are easing a little, though, for the end of the week. So we should see the showers that were particularly heavy across Konkan and Goa recently easing back. Scattered showers for Kazakhstan on Thursday. Some cooler air digging in from the north too to Nur Sultan. 21 the high here, a little bit below average. 32 though for Tashkent, 35 for Kabul. Slim chance of a shower in Islamabad, but some heavier rain again targeting Delhi, looking wet for Mumbai. Sunny spells for the Maldives, scattered showers across Sri Lanka, but you can almost make out a slight circular shape here in what our model is doing with the showers across northern India into Bangladesh on Thursday. That is the circulation that I was talking about. So for Calcutta, for example, it's looking pretty wet throughout our outlook. Rather showery prospects also, I think, for Colombo. That particular part of Sri Lanka always favoured for some of the wetter weather at this time of year. But Tashkent continues with its sunshine. Hello. Heavy and persistent rain will continue to pose a threat for northern and western provinces of China in the coming days. The Mayu front fairly static here. We are likely to see some flooding. The rain's also extending across into North Korea. Further south, the remnants of Mekula will continue to produce some heavy rain across southern China as well. Some pretty frequent showers feeding into Hong Kong. Much clearer skies for Shanghai, just 38 degrees here. Also quite a bit of heat, I think, for Japan in the next few days too. 34 in Tokyo on Thursday. A lot of showers to come for the Philippines, all the way across into Thailand and Myanmar. Some drier interludes for the south as we cast our eye towards Indonesia. You can see, though, Tokyo set to see temperatures in the low to mid 30s in the coming days. Sunny spells, but there will still be a slim risk of some showers. Australia, dry but very windy to the south thanks to a low in the Bight, and actually that low could just feed a few showers into the likes of Adelaide and Melbourne for the end of the week. Wetter, where we see a weather front swinging across Tasmania. For New Zealand, the wettest weather that we had earlier on in the week now out of the way. It's looking much drier and clearer here for Thursday and Friday. Temperatures in Auckland, 13 or 14 degrees.